The release of the Service Recognition Incentive or SRI for the year 2023 is under consideration by President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. The proposed amount for the incentive is up to 20,000 pesos for eligible executive branch employees. This initiative is part of the government's effort to provide financial relief during economic hardships. The final decision regarding the incentive will depend on the government's fiscal position at the end of the year. For uniformed personnel, including non-uniformed personnel, the new SRI does not exceed 20,000 pesos, as per the update from 2022. The funding for the SRI will be sourced from each agency's available release personal service allotment under the 2023 General Appropriations Act. In the case of a shortfall, the required amount may be charged against the maintenance and other operating expenses, or MOU allotment. The government is waiting for the end of the fiscal year to determine the viability and the exact amount that can be given to state workers. Updates on the release and guidelines of the SRI are expected to be announced sometime in the last week of December 2023 or the first week of January 2024. If it comes sooner, then the better. Eligibility criteria. The SRI is generally provided to civilian personnel in national government agencies, NGAs, including those in state universities and colleges, SUCs, and government-owned or controlled corporations, GOCCs. Eligibility often requires personnel to occupy regular, contractual or casual positions. For 2023, there are indications that the incentive could be as high as 20,000 pesos for qualified employees. In past years, such as 2022, uniformed and non-uniformed personnel were eligible for an SRI not exceeding 20,000 pesos. In previous fiscal years, the executive department's employees received an SRI not exceeding 10,000 pesos, while Department of Education DepEd employees received between 7,000 to 10,000 pesos. The SRI is funded through each agency's available release personal service allotment under the current year's General Appropriations Act. In case of a shortfall, the required amount may be charged against the agency's maintenance and other operating expenses (MU) allotment. Employees who have rendered less than a full year of service by a specific cutoff date may receive a pro-rated share of the SRI. The prorating is usually based on the length of service rendered in that fiscal year. As of the latest updates, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. is considering the release of the SRI for 2023. The final decision and the amount of the SRI will depend on the government's financial position at the end of the fiscal year. Updates on the guidelines and exact amounts are expected to be announced later in the year.